Hey, hi everyone. Today we are going to start with Try Hack Me. So I'm just going to show you like how we need to get started with this Try Hack Me website. So it's like a kind of a learning path to understand how the web application works and how penetration test will work and how to get find the bugs. So there are a lot of paths over the TryHackMe. So I'm just going to open the TryHackMe. Okay. So I'm on VirtualBox and I'm going to open the TryHackMe website, and I already logged into that website. Okay. So you just need to sign up for this TryHackMe website, and let's say like we'll get started with a complete beginner path. So if you go over here in this learn, so they have given like the paths what you need to choose and where you are. Okay, so this is like a pre-security, cyber defense, complete beginner, offensive testing, CompTIA, pen test plus, web fundamentals. So they have created multiple paths uh, based on the students. So like whichever path you are interested in, you can enroll into over that. I guess enrollment is free. Anyone can enroll over there, like if you have the TryHackMe account. Okay, so we'll just start with a complete beginner. Okay, so what we need to do is let me go through over here like what they have written. So for the complete beginner, the beginner path aims to give a broad introduction to the different areas in computer security. This path will be looking at the following areas. So basic Linux, get familiar with the Linux command line, web application security, learn web application security concepts through OWASP top 10, network security using essential tools like Nmap to enumerate infrastructure, scripting challenges using Python and Bash to carry out different tasks, and privilege escalation. Once you complete the beginner path, you should have learned the fundamental knowledge for each specific area and use these core concepts to build your understanding of more complex topics within the area. Okay, so here in the complete beginner path, we are going to learn about Linux and the command line, like what are the commands we need to use, and also the web application security, like how the web works, the HTTP request response things, and this is the OWASP top 10. They are the tools to do the web application testing, and related to network security, like this tool is like Nmap, so which will help you in finding the ports that are open in the network and what are the vulnerabilities. By doing it, by just doing a scan, we can find out what are the IP addresses that are up and what are the ports that are open. So those things we can learn here. And also the scripting challenges, like we'll learn this Python and Bash scripting to ease our tasks, like to automate the repeated tasks here. And privilege escalation is like gaining access to the root user. Okay, like administration for the Windows and root user for Linux. So we'll start with the complete beginner introduction. And like I already completed some of the rooms here, and I started this 1 year back, and I have completed this path. But since they have added new rooms, or they might have changed some rooms here, so the path has been set to 79%. So I'm just coming back here to refresh this. So I will teach you like how you need to start with this. Okay, okay, let's go with the tutorial. And you see, right, I have completed this room, but we have like requested this TryHackMe to have a feature like to reset the room. So once we have completed this, right, we cannot do this room again. So it's like all the answers will be already present. Sometimes we might have saw from the internet, and we have answered the questions. So that's not the right way, right? So we need to learn, and we need to do like what we have gained from this room by doing it. So that's why they have given an option to reset the room so that we can get started from again. Okay, so here if you see this settings, we have a reset progress option. So if you select this, you will keep your points, but all your answers in this room will be erased. So I'm just asking it to reset my room. Okay, so now you should see the progress has been came back to 0. Okay, so how to start with this try hack me? So starting your first mission. And try hack me, you'll learn by starting and hacking missions. I'm just going through what they have written. Okay, let's start your attack box, a web-based mission used to attack other missions. You start on tasks. Okay, so initially we need to do three things. One is like we need to start our mission and we need to connect it to VPN and then start attacking that mission. So these are the simple three steps that we can do. Okay, so there are two ways to gain access to the machine. So one is through using our machine, we can directly have an VPN connection and we can access their machine. Otherwise, they will give an inbuilt web browser. So if you select the start attack box, you'll see a web page coming up side, so that we don't need to really have our Linux machine or Windows machine to have some pre-installed tools. They will have their own, I mean, the set of tools that needs to be required to finish the tasks. Okay, so currently what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this start attack box. So I'll be using their own browser machine. Okay, so it will open, I mean it will split the screen, like will they will be providing a VNC VNC access to the machine here. Okay, and so what we are going to do is like click the blue start box attack box, so that we have already done. We are going to use this attack box to access the target mission. So in order to access the target mission, we need to start that mission first. Okay, so we are going to start it, and also this attack box will take some time to initialize. So meanwhile what we are going to do is like we are going to start the attack mission and we will get an IP address to access that particular mission. Okay, so what we are going to do is start the target mission shown on this task and wait for 1 minute for it to configure. So what we have done, we already started the mission and it will take 1 minute of time, maybe less or more. Okay, so if you see here, we'll get the IP address of the attack mission here, and the mission will expire in 1 hour. We can keep on adding 1 hour if you want to. Okay, otherwise you can just terminate it. Okay, and yeah, coming to the third point, copy the IP address of the machine that you just started on this task, then on the attack box. Open up Firefox and paste the IP address in the URL bar. So what we are going to do is like once we got the IP address, we are just going to copy it and just paste it in the Firefox. So once we open that Firefox, what we need to see? So we'll get some image. Let me show you. So yeah, my attack box is ready, and what I need to do is I need to open up a Firefox. I'm just opening it, and meanwhile I will check for the IP address whether it has been showing in that or not. Okay, so actually I have allocated 4 GB of RAM to that virtual box, but still it seems too slow. Let me check, maybe I will increase my memory later. Okay, so it's taking time. Let me check what is the IP address. Okay, sorry guys. My machine is taking so much of time and it is getting hanged. I mean, my machine is getting hanged. So what I'm going to do is maybe I will open up my Safari in Mac itself, but we need to get the IP address, right? So I'll go for try hack me. So I just opened up TryHackMe website. The website tryhackme.com like to show alerts. No, don't allow. Okay, so we initially opened up in the virtual box, right? So now I mean both I will have the same session. So anyway, we are seeing it here. So what I'm going to do is I will just open up. I mean I need to type the IP address what I have seen on the left hand side window. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just giving 10.10.132.106. I'll just enter. So you can see, right, I can access the TryHackMe machines. So this is some flag connection verified. Okay, so let's go down what they have given. Okay, so alternatively you can use machines via OpenVPN. So this is what I said. So currently what we have done is like we have opened up using a in web browser. So the like it will open up a VNC server through web browser. Okay, and the other method is like we'll download a OpenVPN configuration file. So from that we can access from our machine itself, not through any web browser. Okay, so when you have finished with the machine in any room, make sure to stop it by clicking the red terminate button, because we can start only one room at a time. So if we forget to stop, I mean terminate this room and we try to access another room, we won't be able to start the other room. So it will obviously it will throw an error like saying another machine or room is running. So we need to terminate it first. Okay, so now we'll answer the following question. So following the steps in the task, what is the flag text shown on the website of the machine you started on this task? So you'll get a plus 15 points here. A flag is just a piece of text that's used to verify you have performed a certain action. In security challenges, users are asked to find flags to prove that they have successfully hacked a mission. So generally in bug bounty programs, we need to provide some flags. They might have hidden it somewhere else, so that we need to find and we need to provide it to them. So then we'll get a points. So based on the who scored the highest points, so who scored the highest points, we will get a prize maybe if we won the first prize. We'll get the more points. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type what the flag I have got. So most probably it's not necessary like it should start with flag, the name, okay, the prefix. Mostly it will depends on the like bug bounty programs or any CTFs. So they will mention like it start with this prefix. Okay, and now I got some message in it, right? So that is the flag, actual flag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to submit it. So you are able to see, right? So I have completed the room. That's it. This is like simple one. So this is like how we can access the TryHackMe machine, the attack machine here. So this is the attack machine IP. You are able to see, right? And this is my IP. It's not my personal IP basically. It's the, or to say that, web in browser IP. And this IP which we got is the victim's IP. Okay, so that's it, and I'm just going to terminate it. Okay, thank you.